There comes a moment in life when you feel like a cloud of heaviness surrounds you. The world seems dull, your heart feels tired, and no matter what you do, it feels as if you can't shake off the weight of emotions pressing against your chest. Maybe you've been trying to stay positive, but circumstances keep pulling you down. Maybe you wake up in the morning feeling uninspired, as if joy is something distant, something meant for others, but not for you. If you've been feeling this way, I want you to pause for a moment and take a deep breath in. Feel the air filling your lungs, bringing in new energy. Now slowly exhale, releasing all the tension you've been holding on to. The truth is, you have the power to shift your mood. You have the ability to step into a brighter, lighter space. Right now, in this very moment, you are standing at a doorway where you can choose to bring in more joy, more peace, and more positivity into your life. Raising your mood is not about ignoring what you feel. It's not about pretending to be happy when you're not. It's about understanding that your emotions are just energy moving through you. They do not define you. You are not your sadness. You are not your stress. You are not your worries. You are something far greater, a powerful being capable of changing the energy around and within you. Imagine standing in a dark room. If you want to see light, you don't fight the darkness. You simply turn on the light. And that's what we are going to do today. We are going to find ways to turn on the light within you so that you can consciously raise your mood and magnify the joy that is waiting to flow through you. Take another deep breath in and silently repeat to yourself, I am open to allowing more joy and positivity into my life. Let this affirmation sink into your heart. Because the truth is, happiness is already within you. You just need to allow it to rise to the surface. Everything in this universe is energy, including your thoughts and emotions. When you feel joyful, hopeful, and inspired, your energy is high. You radiate warmth, and life seems to flow with ease. But when you feel drained, anxious, or frustrated, your energy becomes heavy, like a low, slow vibration that weighs you down. Have you ever noticed that when you wake up in a bad mood, everything seems to go wrong? You spill your coffee, you hit traffic, people seem more difficult to deal with. But on days when you wake up feeling good, the world feels lighter. You attract smiles, good conversations, and unexpected blessings. This isn't just a coincidence. It's the law of energy in action. Think of your mood as a radio frequency. If you tune into a station playing sad songs all day, that's what you'll hear. But the moment you change the station, a different kind of music starts playing. Your emotions work the same way. If you are constantly tuning into thoughts of worry, self-doubt, or frustration, your reality will mirror those emotions. But the moment you decide to shift your focus, everything begins to change. This doesn't mean you should ignore your difficult emotions. Feelings like sadness, anger, and fear are natural. They are signals, not permanent states. Imagine them as messengers, simply passing through, reminding you to pay attention to what needs healing. The problem arises when you get stuck in these emotions, allowing them to become your daily reality. A simple way to check where your emotional frequency is right now is to ask yourself, what am I focusing on the most today? Are you focusing on what's going wrong, or are you looking for moments of peace and gratitude? Your focus is like sunlight. Whatever you shine it on will grow. If you shine it on worries, they will expand. If you shine it on joy, that too will grow. Right now, take a moment to shift your energy. Close your eyes and place a gentle hand over your heart. Breathe in deeply and say to yourself, I give myself permission to feel and release what no longer serves me. Allow these words to settle in. Know that you are not stuck. Your emotions are just energy passing through, and you always have the choice to tune into a higher, more peaceful state of being. The first step to raising your mood is awareness. Without awareness, we move through life reacting instead of choosing. Many people don't even realize that their mood is something they can change. They think their emotions are just something that happens to them, like the weather. But your emotions are not the weather. You are not powerless against them. Have you ever caught yourself in a cycle of negative thinking without realizing it? Maybe you wake up feeling off, and before you know it, your mind starts replaying past mistakes, worrying about the future, or focusing on everything that's wrong. Your energy starts to spiral downward before the day even begins. This happens because our minds are programmed to repeat familiar patterns. If you've spent years feeding negative thoughts, they become your default setting. But the moment you become aware, you gain power. You begin to notice, oh, I'm slipping into negative thinking again. And in that moment, you have a choice. You can continue down the same path, or you can pause and redirect your focus. A great way to practice conscious awareness is through a simple body scan. Right now, take a moment to check in with yourself. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your body. Notice if you're holding any tension in your shoulders, your jaw, or your stomach. Breathe deeply and ask yourself, what do I need right now? Maybe you need to stretch, drink some water, or simply take a few deep breaths. This small act of tuning in brings you back into the present moment and helps you shift your energy. Another powerful tool for awareness is paying attention to the words you speak to yourself. Imagine speaking to a small child the way you speak to yourself in your mind. Would those words uplift them, or would they make them feel unworthy? Too often, we are our own worst critics, judging ourselves harshly. But the truth is, you deserve kindness from yourself most of all. Today, I want you to practice a simple exercise. Find a mirror, look into your own eyes and say, I am kind to myself. I am doing my best, and that is enough. At first, this might feel strange, but the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. Speaking to yourself with love is one of the most powerful ways to shift your energy. Affirmations work because your mind believes whatever you tell it most often. If you've spent years telling yourself that you're not good enough, those words have shaped your emotions and experiences. But you can rewrite this story. You can choose a new belief, and that choice begins now. Take a deep breath and silently repeat, I listen to my inner wisdom and honor my needs. Let these words sink into your heart. The more you practice awareness, the more power you gain. And the more power you have, the easier it becomes to lift yourself into a higher, more joyful state of being. The words you speak to yourself shape your entire reality. Every thought you think, every sentence you repeat in your mind is like a seed being planted in the garden of your life. What you tell yourself, you begin to believe. And what you believe, you start to experience. Many people go through life without realizing the power of their inner dialogue. They criticize themselves, judge their actions, and replay past mistakes over and over. They say things like, "I'm not good enough, I'll never be happy, nothing ever works out for me." And then they wonder why they feel so low, why happiness seems out of reach. But the truth is, every negative thought adds to the weight they carry, pulling them further away from the joy they seek. Imagine for a moment that your best friend comes to you feeling sad, overwhelmed, and unsure of themselves. Would you speak to them with harshness and criticism? Would you tell them they are not enough? No. You would offer them kindness, reassurance, and love. You would remind them of their strength. And yet, when it comes to yourself, you often forget to offer that same compassion. It's time to change the way you speak to yourself. Right now, I want you to become aware of the words that run through your mind each day. Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they words of encouragement or words of doubt? Every time you catch yourself thinking negatively, pause and replace the thought with something more loving. Instead of saying, "I'm failing," say, "I am learning and growing every day." Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I am capable and I trust myself." One of the most powerful ways to rewire your inner dialogue is through mirror work. This is a simple but life-changing practice. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes, and speak words of love to yourself. Say, "I am kind to myself. I am worthy of happiness. I choose to speak to myself with love and encouragement." At first, it might feel strange. You might feel resistance, but the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Soon, these loving words will replace the old negative patterns that have been holding you back. Right now, take a deep breath and repeat this affirmation. I speak to myself with kindness and encouragement. Let it settle in your heart, because the way you talk to yourself matters. It shapes your mood, your energy, and ultimately your entire life. There is a reason why some emotions feel heavy, like carrying a bag of stones on your back. It's because they are emotions that have not been processed, emotions that have been held onto for too long. Every time you suppress sadness, hold on to anger, or refuse to forgive, you store that energy within you. And over time, it builds up, creating emotional blocks that weigh you down. You may not even realize that you're holding on to old pain, but your body does. Your heart does. Your soul does. That tightness in your shoulders, that heaviness in your chest, that anxious feeling in your stomach. These are all signs that your emotions are asking to be released. Letting go is not about forgetting what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of the past. It's about allowing your emotions to move through you instead of keeping them trapped inside. One of the best ways to release emotional blocks is through deep breathing. Right now, I want you to take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. And now, as you exhale, imagine releasing any tension or heavy emotions you've been carrying. Feel them leaving your body. Another powerful way to release emotions is through writing. Grab a journal and write down everything you've been holding on to. Don't filter your words, just let them flow. If something has been bothering you, write it down. If there's someone you need to forgive, write them a letter. You don't have to send it. This is for you. Once you've written everything out, take a deep breath and say, I release what no longer serves me. I free myself from the weight of the past. If you are holding on to resentment, know that forgiveness is not about excusing the other person's actions. It's about freeing yourself from the pain. Forgiveness does not mean that what happened was okay. It means you are choosing to no longer carry the suffering. Imagine holding a burning coal in your hand. The longer you hold on to it, the more it hurts you. But the moment you decide to let it go, you stop feeling the pain. That is what releasing emotional blocks does. It allows you to set yourself free. Take a deep breath in and silently repeat, I release the past and step into a lighter, freer energy. You are not meant to carry the weight of yesterday. Let it go and make space for the joy that is waiting for you. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to shift your mood and raise your energy. When you focus on what is missing, on what is wrong, you create more of that energy in your life. But the moment you shift your focus to what is good, what is working, and what you are thankful for, your entire energy begins to change. Many people believe they have to wait for something big to happen before they can feel grateful. But gratitude is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about noticing the small, beautiful things already present in your life. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the kindness of a stranger, the laughter of a loved one, the simple act of waking up to a new day. Right now, take a moment to think of 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's the cup of tea you enjoyed this morning. Maybe it's the comfort of your home. Maybe it's the fact that you are here, listening to these words, choosing to grow and uplift yourself. Gratitude is not just a thought, it's a feeling. When you truly feel grateful, your heart expands. You begin to notice more and more blessings around you. And as you express gratitude, the universe responds by bringing even more to be grateful for. A beautiful way to practice gratitude is by keeping a gratitude journal. Every morning or before bed, write down 3 things you appreciate. Even on hard days, find something. Maybe it's simply the fact that you made it through the day. Maybe it's the lesson you learned. The more you train your mind to look for the good, the more good you will see. Gratitude is a bridge. It takes you from where you are to where you want to be. When you live in gratitude, even the smallest moments become precious. Take a deep breath and repeat, I am grateful for all that I have and all that is coming to me. Let these words settle into your heart, because the more you express gratitude, the more joy and positivity you invite into your life. Happiness is not a grand destination waiting in the future. It's not something that only arrives when everything is perfect, when all the problems are solved, or when life finally gives you what you want. Joy is something you can invite into your life today, in the smallest of ways. Think back to your childhood. What made you feel happy? Was it running barefoot on the grass, painting with bright colors, singing at the top of your lungs? As children, we didn't need permission to experience joy. We simply followed what made us feel alive. But as we grow up, we often forget that joy is a natural part of who we are. Many people believe they don't have time for joy. They think, I'll be happy when they have more money, when they find love, when they achieve their goals. But joy is not something you delay. It is something you create in the present moment. Start by finding small ways to bring happiness into your daily life. Play your favorite song in the morning and dance for a few minutes. Step outside and feel the warmth of the sun. Read something that inspires you. Find a reason to smile, even if it's just at yourself in the mirror. Joy is not about waiting for the perfect circumstances. It's about making small choices every day that lift your spirit. Even a simple moment of laughter, a deep breath of fresh air, or a conversation with a loved one can shift your entire energy. Right now, take a deep breath and repeat. I welcome joy in the smallest moments of my day. Let this become a daily practice. Because the more you seek joy, the more it will find you. The energy you allow into your life shapes your emotions, your thoughts, and your overall well-being. Just as a plant thrives in healthy soil and sunlight, you thrive when you surround yourself with positivity. Take a moment to reflect on the people, places, and things you expose yourself to daily. Do they uplift you or drain you? Do they inspire you or make you feel stuck? Energy is contagious, and when you spend time in environments filled with negativity, it naturally affects your mood. This is why setting boundaries is essential. You don't have to allow toxic conversations, draining relationships, or overwhelming negativity into your space. You have the power to choose who and what you give your attention to. Protect your energy like you would protect something precious, because it is. A simple way to create a positive environment is by decluttering, physically and mentally. Let go of what no longer serves you. Play uplifting music, surround yourself with colors that make you feel good, and fill your space with things that bring you peace. Words also carry energy. Be mindful of the conversations you engage in. If you find yourself in a cycle of complaining, gossiping, or absorbing negativity from the news and social media, take a step back. Redirect your focus to something more nourishing. You deserve to be surrounded by people and experiences that make you feel good. Take a deep breath and repeat. I attract and create a positive, supportive environment. Because the more you honor your energy, the more peace and joy you will experience in your life. Happiness is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice. Just like you nourish your body with food, you must nourish your mind and soul with habits that keep your vibration high. A beautiful way to start your day is with morning affirmations. As soon as you wake up, before you reach for your phone or think about your to-do list, take a moment to set the energy for your day. Look in the mirror and say, "Today I choose happiness. I am grateful for this new day. I am open to receiving joy and love." Starting your day with positive words sets the tone for everything that follows. Throughout the day, practice mindfulness. Notice your thoughts. When you feel stress creeping in, pause. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself that you are in control of your energy. In the evening, take time to reflect on the good moments of your day, no matter how small. Keep a gratitude journal where you write 3 things you appreciated that day. This trains your mind to focus on the good, creating a cycle of positivity that continues to grow. You don't need to make big changes to shift your energy. Small, consistent habits create a lasting transformation. Take a deep breath and repeat. Each day, I choose to uplift myself and others. Because raising your vibration is a choice. a choice you can make every single day. There is a light within you waiting to shine. No matter what has happened in the past, no matter what challenges you are facing, you have the power to choose a new path. A path of joy, of peace, of love. Every small step you take, every kind word you speak to yourself, every moment of gratitude, it all adds up. You are shifting your energy, raising your mood, and creating a life that feels lighter and more beautiful. You don't have to do everything at once. Start small. Choose one practice, one affirmation, one shift in perspective, and allow it to grow. Be patient with yourself. Healing, transformation, and happiness are not about perfection. They are about progress. Right now, place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and take a deep breath. Repeat this affirmation one last time. I am a magnet for joy, love, and positive energy. I am worthy of happiness, and I choose it daily. Let these words settle into your heart. Know that every time you choose positivity, you are choosing a brighter, more radiant life. Keep moving forward, one loving thought at a time. Because happiness is not something outside of you. It is something you create from within.